Welcome back to the vlog. I don't know if I've filmed an intro to this or not, but if I haven't, we're gonna just recap where I've been. Why is it so dirty? So it's Monday afternoon, and I just finished one of the most insane concert weekends of my life, but I feel okay, and I just wanted to talk about it and recap the whole thing. So Friday, well, you saw Thursday. Thursday was like wild. I had that rehearsal, and I left the rehearsal feeling okay about it, but not feeling fantastic or great about it. And I was more nervous about Friday's concert. So Friday I headed down to the South End in Boston, and there are a number of different neighborhoods in Boston, just like any other big city. The South End is so beautiful. I love the South End. It's one of the most LGBTQIA whatever friendly places in the city. There are more places that are more friendly now than there used to be, but that's one of like the original places that were, you knew you were going to be safe. And I think that's where the Pride Parade is every year. I don't know. Anyway, it's also just a fabulous neighborhood and beautiful and full of like really fun little shops. There's actually a shop that just sells like non-alcoholic spirits and beverages I think it's called Dre, and I really wanted to go that day, but I got there really late because traffic was so bad and I couldn't visit. So the other thing about my going down to the South End and driving down there was, first of all, traffic was terrible, and I booked a parking spot on Spot Hero, and usually that's fine, but I pulled up to the Dartmouth garage and they would like not validate it. So I like boop, did a little thing on my phone, and they were like, we don't know her. So I had to like pay, which was so annoying because I paid $15 for the spot, and then I ended up paying $40 for the spot. So I ended up paying twice for this spot. So apparently Spot Hero is gonna, like, they got me and we're gonna solve it, but like that was just one of those things where I was like so annoyed. Anyway, got up to the Cyclorama. Now the Cyclorama is it's not a newer space, but it's a really cool performance space. Ironically, I have performed at the Cyclorama before, but it might have been, I want to say it was like 15 years ago, when shortly after or maybe during when I was working at Boston Ballet, and they were doing their sort of off main stage concert series called Raw Dance. I don't know if they still do it. I have no idea. But it was interesting when I went and I performed. No, I didn't dance in Raw Dance. I sang. I had a piece that was composed and with my voice in mind. Like, I went over to the dude's house in Dorchester, and he was like, do you like this note? Do you like that? Can you hold that? How high can you sing? And it was like a really interesting experience. And I sang in the piece where the dancers danced. It was actually a really cool experience. And that was the last time I performed there, and the last time I had kind of been inside that building. And it was weird because when I was in there, I saw the poster from the Raw Dance program. Not the poster, but the photo, the dance photo. It was like time, like I was like, oh my God, I'm being transported to places I have forgotten about. So the space was really cool, and what was really cool about the Monteverdi Vespers, that's what we were going to do that night at Cantata Singers, was we were going to be singing it with two groups of high schoolers. I'm so sorry, I forgot the names of the schools. I feel like it's Arlington High School and like another high school. Anyway, I forgot. They were at two ends of the arena area, and they were singing a couple of movements with us. They were doing little antiphons before the proper choral movements, and they sounded really good, and they were really adorable, and it was like really just so cute. And everybody who was a soloist, I think, did really, really well. I had two duets with my friend Felicity. We had one at the beginning We were the first soloists in the piece, and then we had one at the very end. And that's always really hard to have bookends because you're like really nervous starting the piece. You're like, oh my gosh, we're at the beginning, here we go, and I have a solo. And then at the end, after you've sang the whole thing and you're kind of getting tired, you gotta like get your energy up again to like be a soloist again at the end of the piece. So I find it to be really challenging, but like really exciting. This is the green room for the singers. This is very glamorous, as you can see. Super glam. This is where we hang out. Suit glamorous. We're living the glamorous life here. Put me in charge. Anyway, the piece is wonderful and I would love to sing it again. I think the last time I did it was 2013 with the last music director at Cantata Singers, and that was the last solo I ever had in the old Cantata Singers for some reason. After that, I put on a shelf. I was the soprano on a shelf, and that subsequently led to me kind of taking a break from the group. I have put that story, you know what, I have not told the whole story of what happened to make me need to take a break. I may at some point. I vacillate over whether or not to tell that story because the person involved in the story is still very much like with us and could potentially see the video, but I don't know how much I care about that anymore because that's something that did actually happen, and I think that other singers deserve to hear the story, and if something like this happens to you, to know that it is not you, that you should probably walk away from a toxic situation like that. So maybe I will tell that story in another video, but anyway, that was ultimately the last solo I got in the old Cantata Singers. And when Cantata Singers went new artistic management, it's sort of a nice full circle moment to do the same solo, even though it's a different part. I did the echo in this part, and I did the primary part in the last performance. Anyway, good performance of the Monteverdi Vespers. Love the piece, would love to do it again. It's a bop. It's a jam. Love it. The only thing about that is the next day I had to be in Rockport, Massachusetts at 11 a.m. And so we didn't get done for the Vespers until like 9:30. And so that didn't get us home until 10, and that didn't get me in bed till 11:30 because I didn't really eat dinner. So I wanted to eat, so I didn't starve. That's my fault, bad planning. But I mean, what did I have to eat? I made some fish chowder the night before. I heated up, had leftovers. It was delicious, and I went to bed. So I got up really early to drive to the North Shore, to drive to Rockport. Rockport is gorgeous, and there was like so much bad traffic. I don't know where everyone was I feel like everyone's going leaf peeping because it's right prime time to look at leaves right now, like in New Hampshire and Vermont and stuff. And in some parts of Massachusetts, it's gorge. I will admit that it is gorge outside. Like, Mother Nature is doing her thing right now. It is, if you ever want to visit New England, you have to visit during October. Mid-October to late October is probably preferable. It's cool right now, but the weather is nice during the entirety of October. Anyway, driving up to the North Shore was quite slow. But once I got to Rockport, I was like all cool. And the theater that we performed in for the Castle of Our Skins concert was gorge. Gorge! Behind, we had the panels in front of the windows behind the stage closed during the concert, but I took some footage of the stage with them open, and you can see ocean. It's it's everything. Hello, I'm in Rockport, Mass. I shot some B-roll, but I didn't really like get to shoot a lot of stuff. We just finished the concert and I want you to see this town. Now I should be going home really, but I want you to see this town. So we'll walk around for like a little moment and you can see beautiful Rockport, Massachusetts. It's absolutely gorgeous. You're gonna be gagged. So first of all, look how cute this is, with little stores in this little downtown area inside these, I guess, sort of, I guess they used to be homes. I'm not really sure. Anyway, let's walk this way. That way is the ocean. I will show you. Look at how stunning. I'm probably not supposed to be back here, but I will show you what it looks like. It's private property. We're not supposed to be back here, but there's ocean back there. Is that not gorge? Look how gorge. Oh my gosh, we're trespassing. We are trespassing, folks. There's the Rockport Gallery. This looks like a little restaurant called the Feather and Wedge. Very cute. There's the Memorial Hall. Very cool and quaint. Look at the seashell door knocker. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. There's a better view of the ocean, as you can see. Look how pretty. Sometimes I forget how beautiful it is in Massachusetts because I don't leave Boston that much, but it's so pretty. It's like, what's the center of downtown here? There's little signs there that says welcome to Rockport. There it is, very cool. But anyway, very quaint, very cute, fun New England, old school downtown area. If you're wondering, Rockport is about an hour away from Boston. It's north, and it is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, idyllic New England town. I should be looking there. And our performance today, I think, was decent. You know what? They loved it. They were like, woo! They have these pom-poms and everything because the theme is shine. So there were gold pom-poms available, and everyone was so excited to like wave their pom-poms at the end. It was so cute. And they clapped after every piece of music stopped. It was so amazingly glorious. And it was fun. I don't feel great about my first piece, but I'm going to chalk it up to vocal fatigue. I'm going to go home, have some food, and rest up for probably like nearly 24 hours. I hate having less than 24 hours between performances. It's chaotic, it's hectic, and I don't recommend it. So I'm gonna take this off here. Well, do I need to take this off? I don't know. It's kind of hot in here, but all in all, a satisfying last 24 hours. I cannot believe that, like, what time is it now? 3:20. Less than 24 hours ago, I was singing the Monteverdi Vespers. We're not complaining. We're having a great time. We're living the dream, but it's just hectic. It's like, it's either like all at the same time or there ain't nothing happening. So let's get out of here. So the performance went well, and then it was over. I got home at like 4:30 and I got some Indian food delivered. I was really excited about that because I didn't feel like cooking anything. And then I kind of went to bed at 8:30 because I was just like, I have to do this all again tomorrow. And the thing about, it's weird because the thing about having a midday concert and then it's done and you're home at 4:30 is your day's over, but it's not really over. It feels weird because we had a rehearsal that started at 11 a.m. that day. And so it was kind of a long day. And Sunday, I got up and we drove, well, I drove to Dorchester, but we decided on a shorter rehearsal time because we didn't need all of that rehearsal time again for the second performance of the same show. So we had, you know, tops and tails of everything, and it was at the Conservatory Lab in Dorchester, Massachusetts. Dorchester is another neighborhood of Boston, and some people call it Dot. And it is, again, a really cool neighborhood. And so we performed at Conservatory Lab Charter School in Dorchester, which is a like music school, which is so cool. And it has a cafetorium. So there were like cafeteria tables, and up inside the performance space, there was no piano, but there was a clavinova that was available for our pianist. And it was a weird space to perform in, but it was fun, and I kind of was really just shocked that I got through the entire weekend. My voice held up through the entire weekend. Now, I'm not going to say my voice wasn't tired, because my voice is tired, because I've had a rehearsal every single day without breaks for like a while. But I'm reflecting on the stuff I did all October. Now, when I looked at October in September, when I was looking at my schedule, I was like, that's nuts. Let's see what happens. Because I don't think that I've ever done in my entire like singing career 5 different projects ever in 1 month. Now, it sounds, when I say it, it sounds like 5 different events. It's not. It's 5 different projects. That means because every project has a rehearsal schedule. Every project requires that you learn a different piece of music and that you work with different people. So first we had the postpartum concert. That was only like 2 days worth of my time, 2 or 3 days worth of my time. And it was music I had learned before, which was fine. And then there was the Odyssey Opera thing that was kind of crazy, but it was like very compressed and wild, but we pulled it off. And that was only a 1 night only performance. And then there was the Monteverdi Vespers, which was so fun, but we had been rehearsing that for weeks beforehand. But solos were only given out a couple of weeks before the performance, which was wild behavior, I must admit. Wild behavior, but you know, we all got our stuff together and learned it. And then there was the Castle of Our Skins thing on Saturday and Sunday, which also had subsequent or previously happening rehearsals sprinkled through the month. And so I can't believe that we got through all of that. And instead of feeling tired, which I should be right now, I am pumped up. My fire has been lit. We have been ignited. The fire is lit. I love this. Bring it on. Bring it on. Now, I have a little bit of a month off, kind of. I have 1 concert in November, which is not really a concert. I'm singing 1 song, okay, at an event. It's not really a thing. It's a thing, but it's not a thing. And then I have stuff coming up in December. There's a couple of Messiahs, which I'm actually really nervous about. As much as I love Messiah, we're talking about Handel's Messiah, you know, Hallelujah chorus and all. I don't think that I am particularly great at those soprano arias in the piece, and I kind of have a lot of work to do between now and then. And if you're not familiar with any of those arias, go and listen to Messiah. It's good. It'll put you in the mood for Christmas. And even though Messiah, I don't think is particularly a Christmas piece, it's just about Jesus. But the Christmas part, everybody likes that. So like, you know, that it gets performed at Christmas a lot. But instead of being nervous about it, and instead of like focusing on like, oh my God, I'm excited. And I don't think that, I feel like I've gotten past the point where I'm focused on how I hate the way my voice sounds, because I'm never getting past that, if I'm gonna be honest. Because yes, sometimes, like yesterday when I'm singing up there, I was like, wow, sound like shit today. But no one else said that. So I should just keep that to myself, right? And if no one else said that to me, I should just enjoy the fact that I was doing that and just move on with my life. I can judge myself as much as I want, but I'm going to let other people enjoy it if they're not also judging it, right? My voice teacher is there to be a judge and to tell me the things I can do to improve. And my coach is there to help improve things that are like messed up, and like people who are gatekeepers, like who are choral conductors and orchestra conductors, they can judge me. It's totally fine. But the people in the audience, I don't, if they're enjoying it, let them enjoy it, right? And so my fire is lit. I think the overall message here, as I'm going off on all these tangents, is that I'm allowing my flame to burn a little bit more than I have in the past. There are a couple of ensembles around that I really want to sing with, like really want to sing with. There's one I've auditioned for at least 4 times. I am coming for you. I'm not going to allow my light to be snuffed. Because once you get a taste of, once I tasted the cake, and now I want the cake, is the main idea. I put my hand in the frosting, and now I want the cake. I'm not a perfect singer, but no one else is, and no one said I had to be. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with not being perfect, because I never will be. So, if you feel like you get a little taste of the cake and you feel like you are an imposter, or that you can't work hard enough, or like you just suck or whatever and all that stuff, I just like threw this thing. I don't know, go get your cake. We're doing this. I do need to rest though, for real. I need a few days of just chilling. Just want to play The Sims, like make some soups. I want to make some soup today because it's like nice and chilly. There's a fireplace going. I got dresses I need to put away from the weekend. Look at all that nonsense. But I'm not gonna stop till I get the cake. We're almost at the end of Vlogtober. But we're just gonna keep on going. We're just gonna keep on going. Why not? I've had too much coffee today, clearly. You know who hasn't had enough liquid today? My plants. Plants are thirsty. I gotta work on getting everybody watered, fed. But, so I just wanted to recap the weekend. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. And I hope I inspired you. I hope I fired you up. Go and get your cake.